But if we were to talk about branding, which is your kind of thing, and you have a different take on it, you are all about the authentic way of branding. What is the difference between that type of branding and, well, I guess, the regular branding that we think about?
Yes, great question, Ken. So, what most people think about branding is, of course, like the nice looking colors and fonts
Hmm.
and all of that, and then the website and what appears on social media, and then there is like the messaging. I think more people are now coming to realize that the message is important and their
Hmm.
niche, and then if you look into strategy and think, okay, like how, like what kind of, how do I put myself out there? What kind of channels do I use? Do I use TikTok or Instagram? So these are all tools. But what I have found over the years, and I've been like really focusing on branding more on the brand strategy, like what is your purpose? What is your
Mm.
vision? What is your mission? And I've been working with nonprofit organizations for almost 10 years. So, and if they don't have their vision and mission nailed, nobody
Yeah,
would donate a cent to them.
that is
So
true.
yeah, I really know I have come to learn how to get into the minds of people and really help them to pull those things out. But this is not all of it, because this is part of that brand strategy, the foundation. But what I have come to realize just in the last year, I would say, that you really have to intentionally connect with that purpose and your inner why. I call it even like the ripple effect why, because it's not
Mm.
like I want to have more money or I want to travel. It's what can you do to add your part to the world so that we can save, my personal why is to save the planet, and
Hmm.
and we can only do that by activating our own talents and gifts. So I am here to help service-based entrepreneurs and specifically coaches, consultants, course creators to really activate those gifts that they have. And for me, that really starts with your intention, like really feeling it
Hmm.
and connecting with your joy, because that gate of joy is really what brings everything out of you, everything that is your light and how you can shine. There is a difference between, oh, I have a vision and it's printed and I have it, I don't know, maybe as a poster in my office. And there's a difference between that and really feeling it, because when you feel it, your energy will shift, your expressions will shift, your voice will shift, and
Hmm.
suddenly everything that you do is authentic because it comes from your heart. And this is really, I would say, the mastery of branding, because I have been investing a lot of money in branding over the years, because it's even like brand consultants, they don't do their own branding usually because it's really hard to do it when
Yeah.
you sit in your own jar. You can't read your label. But even if you have someone that helps you to understand it, there is this other part. And that part is really, you have to really be your brand. And I don't know, many of your listeners might be familiar with the be, do, have model.
Hmm.
And so where most people say, I can't do this because I don't have,
Hmm.
and then they're constantly in the I need to have this and this and this in order to do this so that I can be. So we know now that we need to be the person first, and then we can act from that position and do and have. So what your brand actually does is it's the catalyst for you, because usually when we want to achieve something, we have that vision, then um, only usually you can see that or you can feel it. But your brand is the only way to really bridge that gap so that other people can see and feel and hear that vision that you have for them. It's basically your vessel, your vehicle to
Hmm.
show your ripple effect to the world. And I think this is what really the purpose of branding is, that it's a tool for you to show like the change that you can bring to the world and how you can help.
Mm.
So
Yeah.
And yeah.
Yeah, it's the branding is kind of is more than, like you said, more than the fonts and the graphics and all that stuff. It's about the mission, the vision, and the message that you have around all of that, and that kind of get visualized through those graphics and through those fonts and all that. But you have to kind of speak that branding, like you said.
Hmm. And I see so many entrepreneurs that just starting out new, or that really want to reach the next level. They are focusing on, okay, I need to get my message right. I need to find my niche. But this is only like a small part of what you actually do, because
Mm-hmm.
I did all those things for a very long time. I had my message nailed. I had my niche picked out, but still, I didn't
Mm-hmm.
go out. I was hiding.
Yeah.
So the reason why I was hiding was because I was not connected and aligned with my purpose. I didn't talk about it because I thought, oh, this is silly. This is just something for me. And then a few weeks, no, just I think last week, I had this totally breakdown and breakthrough that I thought, I am helping others with their message, but I have a message too that needs to be heard. And this was so silly that I thought, I mean, for me, it's really, if you look at our world and our planet, and how with climate change, like how everything is breaking down, and really it needs all of us and all of our talents to together
Mm-hmm.
to save our world. And if it's like maybe someone has mental health issues, so there's someone, that a coach that can help with it, or I don't know, you need your body in shape, so there is someone that can help with that. And only if you are, it's very, has many aspects. So if you're just focusing on getting your message right, and you don't have this state of where and how do I really help with this, so that you are showing up in a way that others can really connect with you on an emotional level,
Mm-hmm.
then your message and your strategy won't help. Because that I did all that. I spent over $10,000, when was it, 2 years ago, on automation, on messaging, and we had it all figured out, set up, and nothing, nothing, because I didn't show up.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
So you're saying that you didn't show up because you didn't have a connection to your purpose or mission, or yeah.
Yeah. I was not aligned. In my head,
Mm-hmm.
I thought this is what I do, but I really didn't believe in myself.
Yeah. And I would
And
think that
yeah,
there's a lot of people out there who experienced the exact same thing. So what was it that kind of triggered that you figure out this, that you need to kind of connect with that purpose, or figure out what your purpose is?
that's really interesting. Because I didn't know why. So I just felt totally disconnected, and I thought, okay, I thought when do I feel at my best? And that is when I talk to clients and can help them one on one, and I'm really good with this.
Mm-hmm.
But when we started looking into developing a program, I had the feeling I'm just shooting in the air, and I don't know. I didn't feel connected. I felt totally lost. And so I was pondering about it, and also in our mastermind, I asked for help, and then there was a question like, what does connection mean for you? And I was thinking about it, and I thought, and then suddenly it hit me, because I felt disconnected, not just from my clients, I felt disconnected from myself. Like I felt disconnected from my inner feeling and my purpose, that I have to go out. And then I asked myself, okay, if you are connected from your intuition and your higher self, um, how can you fix that? And that came back to the where human design helped me, because
Mm-hmm.
I have this open head and space, not defined, and I have to make my decisions with my sacral, with my gut and my feelings. And I thought I need to connect with that. And when I did that, I had like a breakdown. Everything, like I was crying. I was sitting in my corner. I was crying so badly, because I thought that we need to use our talents to save our earth. And
Mm-hmm.
this was what changed everything, and that was the connection to my purpose.
I love it. It's beautiful. Um, how would you suggest that someone kind of get started of figuring out that, what is their purpose? Because,
Yeah.
like I said, I think there's a lot of people who are struggling with that because they can't really see it.
Yeah. And it isn't easy. And I think the most, first of all, it's awareness, and really go in your quiet zone, like no distractions, no, no social media, nothing. And that was one thing that helped me. But what really helped was if you have someone else, like a branding coach, that asks you those questions. Because when you get asked those questions, you have to peel back one layer after another. Like
Mm,
when someone says, like, why do you want to work with like coaches and consultants, for example, I would say because I want to help them that they share their message. So why do you want them to share their message? I said, well, because so that they can help other people's. Why is that important? Because there is so many pain on the earth, like no matter like what it is, like we need to help people, we need to help our planet, we need to help animals. So why is that important? Why is that important to me? And then
hmm
suddenly, like the deeper you get, the more intense you get, and you will at one point you will be at the core, and
mm,
it's probably something really simple, and it
yeah.
might be so big that you think, I can't even talk about it because this is so big. How can I, Kirsten? How can I save the world? I
hmm
can't. Or can I?
Exactly.
Because it's not one person that saves the world. It's all of us. But
hmm
it's like a firework. It's like we all like we touch each other, and it's a huge network. And then things happen.